This video is brought to you by JingleMine.com. Founded in Hong Kong but located throughout the world, they are one of the leading ASIC mining distributors out there. They have a strong relationship with Jasminer, which means that they can provide you the best price and the latest info or updates for your Jasminer. Additionally, they work hard to respond to customer inquiries or questions, providing 24/7 support and have one of the fastest deliveries in the ASIC industry. Some of their products include the Jasminer X4-QZ, which can hit 840 mega hash at 340 watts while being whisper quiet, and I can vouch for that. And the new X16-Q is on pre-sale now and can hit 1.8 gigahash at only 630 watts on ETC hash. Lastly, they accept a number of cryptocurrencies as payment, so if you're interested, check out the link in the description and help support our channel by supporting its partners. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I invite you to join me for your favorite beverage of choice, caffeinated or otherwise, and we'll go over some crypto and tech news. It's pretty much what our Saturday contains of. Usually starting us off right is Chump Change, followed by Crypto Mikkel, which is live right now, and then myself, Red Panda Mining, and Rabbit Mining. So you got yourself a full Saturday all lined up. I did just post a poll that I would like you guys to all answer and take a look at as we move forward. But yes, basically, when ETH unlocked, did you stake more, hodl, or withdrew if eligible? There's 4 options, and then we'll get to that in a little bit. Right now, Bitcoin over 30,000, which is nice to see. Ethereum over 2,100. I did take some profits, not gonna lie. I did take some profits. You'll see why towards the end of the stream. And I am currently on call for my job. I will be on call not next week, but the following week. So you just have to deal with all the notifications in the background, unfortunately. My apologies. You could see with the Bollinger Band activated on this trading chart that we were getting squeezed quite heavily. And finally, we broke out towards the beginning of this week and started to get above it. And now we are above a major resistance at that 28K barrier. So that should turn into support, unless there's some significant downside or a cash flow in, pushing us down because people are taking profits, whatever it might be. I believe this is renewed interest in the overall crypto market, is very bullish. So is the bear market done? I think we still have a leg down or two, but I do think the overall bear market is down. So Bitcoin surged past 30K and is another crypto boom on the way. So this is going back to the same thing, and there's a Bloomberg article that I have. All these articles that I go over in today's video or every Caffeine and Crypto is linked in the live stream description if you want to check it out. I do try to entertain my live viewers, but at the same time, cater to my viewers that can't watch live and try to come back to it. So I appreciate your patience as I do so. So we're going to say hello real quick. But I believe we did a poll last week where I asked, do you think we're still in the bear market, yada, yada, yada. It was at half a dozen one way, half a dozen the other. Nobody's got a crystal ball. Nobody can say for certain, yeah, we're done with the bear market, but it's definitely looking positive as we move forward. I think really what's holding us back from really pumping is the uncertainty from the U.S. regulators, SEC, CFTC, because we got all these different lawsuits that going after exchanges, stuff like that, unfortunately. So I think once we have that clarity, we might actually do pretty well. Right now on screen, if you're listening instead of watching, we're looking at Vitalik Buterin, as an article from Market Insider or Business Insider, which actually did an article on crypto mining after the Ethereum switch and the bear market was upon us, on BBT, Michael and myself, about how the landscape has changed. If you guys never saw that, I did link it on Twitter not too long ago. I relinked it. It was already on there. If you want to check that out, BBT is a wealth of knowledge. And then obviously some of the insight I put in there. Give me 1 second here. How is everybody doing today? I'm going to respond to this client real quick. Unfortunately, it's a lot of trolls. Social media sucks, but it's a lot of trolls. and just wasting my time and wasting your time, unfortunately. But, you know, they got to be dealt with. And unfortunately, it just pisses me off sometimes. So, Rud Puts, how you doing? Gandalf, Gray, Magic Lucky, and I think a few others that just came in or will be coming in here from Crypto Macau. So, Ethereum's highly anticipated network upgrade is here. The upgrade happened this past week. Here's how the change will impact the world's second largest cryptocurrency. So crypto execs and venture capitalists, investors, told Insider how Ethereum upgrade will impact the market. The second largest crypto could see heightened volatility as a result of the change, one expert said. Another exec explains how the network tweaks may drive further institutional investment into the ecosystem. So I agree with the third bullet point. And while many people called for Ethereum to take a heavy crash, Rud Puts, a member from the channel for 2 months. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. So even though many suspected the upgrade and the unlocking, if you want to call it, would crash Ethereum price, it seems we actually have renewed interest, and we're actually getting opposite of what many were calling for. Now, I was kind of half and half. I believed that we would see, you know, a little dip, and it's almost like the market priced it in, right? Let's go check out the chart real quick. So ETH USD using Bitstamp. It's almost like before the upgrade, right? We were headed up. We got up to 1950, 1942, somewhere in there. Wow, what a year. And then we came back down all the way to 18,042. But then it started pumping before the upgrade. And then when the upgrade happened, it pumped even more. So I don't think as many people wanted to pull out. Hashtag never pull out. Linus said that, not me. But I don't think as many people wanted to get out of the Ethereum game as many suspected, unfortunately. So, but the upgrade went well. There's still some other like roll-ups and stuff like that, and other upgrades and EIP proposals, Ethereum improvement proposals that I'm looking forward to, but we'll just see how things shake out. But the network changes dubbed Shanghai or Chapella upgrade allows stakers or those who contribute to the smart contract network by holding their Ether on it to begin withdrawing their crypto. Previously, stakers who were still earning financial rewards while locking up their tokens, but their investments were less liquid. Over 15% of Ethereum is staked, according to on-chain data from Dunn Analytics. Analytics. An amount worth 33.7 billion. Investors were technically beginning to sell off some of their assets at a whopping 16.3 million tokens since the upgrade is live. It's hard to tell the impact in the short term, as there will be a lot of reshuffling in Ether that's staked. It says this guy named Brian, blah, 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 told Insider. And no disrespect, Brian. I'm just trying to keep going real quick. So in the long term, the Shanghai upgrade brings native Ether yield to the truly free market, which I believe is a requirement for real growth. They also say that as the withdrawal queue clears out, liquid staking protocols will be able to complete on more even terms as outflows from the worst to better opportunities can be acted upon the market participants. So the unlocking was significant, but it wasn't such a doom and gloom scenario that many predicted. It goes on to talk more about it and how other venture capitalists and entrepreneurs and really investors, right, institutional investors, feel about Ethereum. And so they believe that this is a positive and that we're going to see more institutional investment into the overall ecosystem, right? Because we've seen developers of various projects leave Solana, leave some of these other tokens, layer 1 or layer 2, to come over to Ethereum because it's more stable. Now, the gas fees were ridiculous. The gas fees can sometimes now still be ridiculous, depending on when you're, trying to complete a transaction, what project it is, if there's any hype going around, NFT sales, something like that. But I think that should be addressed in the future with sharding and ZK rollups and all that good stuff. So we'll see how things pan out. But I think this was a positive. And I do believe that people are looking forward to Ethereum long term. So them pulling out their stake Ether, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, is not fruitful. Leave it in there. realize the gains, continue to earn yield, and then later on take some profits. However, I did take some profits. I'm not gonna lie. I did take some profits, and I'll explain that here in a minute. What's up, Yeti? How you doing? Gandalf Gray. J Mining. First time 13. Hereby service. That one guy odds. Automatic beats. Appreciate you all. John Germain. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you guys coming over for Crypto Mikkel. And Crypto Mikkel, thank you for allowing your viewers to hang out with us. Appreciate you, buddy. So 198 million in Ethereum stake networked. 198 million in Ethereum staked to the network in the last 24 hours. So after the upgrade, there was more Ethereum staked. Ain't that some shit? That's good, though. That's what I'm talking about. That's good, right? So per data collected from Nansung, gross staking deposits had hit 198.7 million or 94,800 ETH over the past 24 hours. I believe it's more than that right now. I think this article was written on the 14th, yesterday. I don't know what time, but I think there's actually more than that has been added to the network, among various top projects like Lido and stuff like that. So staking has taken center stage following the network's latest Shanghai upgrade on Wednesday. This change allowed users to potentially have their ETH that was locked up for 2 years to finally withdraw their holdings. Staking is when blah, blah, blah. We already know what staking is. Those who stake, well, in case you don't, staking is when users pledge cryptocurrency to the network to keep it running. Ethereum requires staking because it now runs on proof of stake blockchain, which uses validators instead of miners to secure the network. Unfortunately, that makes it very centralized instead of decentralized where it was on the proof of work side. So anyways, those who stake, comma, which they're missing, earn digital currency rewards in the process. Ethereum made the move to proof of stake last year. We all know about it. So on and so forth. That's expected since just the beginning, blah, blah, blah. Validators that had accrued excess ETH from earnings would want to unstake since they're only accruing rewards on 32 ETH. So Algorand, Cosmos, all these other currencies, I could keep adding cryptocurrency or additional assets to that wallet and start earning yield or APY or interest on that new amount. I don't have to unstake and restake. So the 32 ETH, say you want to add another 32, you have to unstake to restake. I don't know. I'm not a validator because I don't have 32 freaking ETH. That's a lot of money. But I would assume they could just add more ETH to wherever they were staking. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder what they would need to do. So validators can either choose between a partial exit or a full exit when leaving a network. A partial exit refers to validators simply skimming off any accrued rewards, but continue to keep their 32 ETH staked on the network. A full exit refers to the validators that choose to withdraw the rewards, initial 32 ETH deposit, and leave the network entirely. Interestingly, yesterday there was an even brief moment in which deposits far outpaced withdrawals, with 27,000 ETH deposited, with just only 7,600 withdrawn. And there's a chart here. The top places that were deposited were Lido, OKX, Killen, Frax, and then there was a separate individual, I think, or individual wallet, or maybe an organizational wallet that had 50,000 ETH stake. And you can see the chart right here. The orange is the withdrawals, and the green is the deposits. You can see that very long leg up where deposits had climbed up. So not as anticipated as many have thought. More people were actually more involved and want to stake more. So we'll see how things go. But obviously, Ethereum jumped up above 2K after the day after the upgrade. We see that in the chart. Basically on Wednesday the 12th, which was the upgrade, the high was 1925. The following day, or nighttime, we went all the way from 1896 to 2023. Ain't that a number? I'm in and out right now. Matter of fact, we're even pushing up higher. So we're over 21 now. Looks like we're trying to push up higher. We're bouncing between 2077 and 2113. So we'll see how things turn out in the long run. But it's pretty good to see all markets. Well, not all markets. We're green across the board. Some doing very well. Look at ADA. ADA down here at 7.77%. That's pretty nice to see. Near up 7.44%. We got a couple others that I'm not 100% of, familiar with. Into deep greens, Woo and Blur. Caspa, unfortunately, is down 5.5 or 5%. And we know that's been having a severe run-up lately with all the changes and improvements the team has been doing. Bear with me 1 second, guys. If you have any questions, please send me a super chat. Or at me in the live chat box. Chat with our support via our main site. I know, guys, on call. I always seem to be distracted. I can't give you my full dedicated attention. I know some of that drives you crazy, especially when there's all the bings and bongs in the background, but just got to deal with it. I'm a very busy man, and I can't quit my full-time job. You guys don't pay me enough. Anyways, Bitcoin whale makes move. eToro partners with Twitter to offer direct crypto trading. Now, this is a video if you want to check it out from CoinDesk. But moving on, a lot of people were holding their breath in anticipation of what Elon Musk was going to do. We talked about last week how Elon Musk added the Doge to Twitter. There was a little icon in the top left, as well as in the center of the page when you were first loading it up. And it caused the market to go a little bit stupid. But then he removed it, caused the market to go down. So Elon Musk does have that influence still on the market to where he can move it. But I did cite that the market did not move as much as I think he was anticipating. Hence the reason why he removed the Doge. And obviously, that's a good thing. We don't want a single individual to have such an influence over the market that they can sway public opinion and stuff like that. So we'll see how that turns out. But Dogecoin surged 5.8% as traders anticipate Elon Musk's next move. There's a little video on it. We'll read it in just a second. But Magic Lucky says, if I stake ETH today, is there any hold period at all? I don't actually know how it works after the update, or could I withdraw tomorrow if I want it? So if you're going to be staking, unless you have the 32 ETH, you're going to be using programs like Lido, or like you could use your ledger, right? A hardware wallet, or additional hardware wallets that allow you to work within the Web3 confines, and you can stake your ETH at your leisure and withdraw at your leisure now, from my understanding. Matter of fact, well, I don't want to pull it up right now because then I have to connect everything. But you should be able to, there shouldn't be a hold period. But there might be a period of time to where when you hit unstake, it takes time for that to actually affect before you can withdraw it to whatever else there is. That's just like with everything, like ADA, Algorand, stuff like that. When you do stake cryptocurrency and then unstake, there's that transaction period where it's unlocking or, removing the staked currencies out from some contract and putting it back into your main wallet, and then you can sell it after that. So there shouldn't be a hold period, but a transaction period where you got to wait for the transaction or a block to verify, and then you should be good to go. However, I will look into that, Magic Lucky, because I do have some Ethereum staked up. I would go see what the difference is, and if you want, I can create a video. But it's not going to come out for the next couple weeks, probably not till May, because I already got videos lined up and I'm booked up weeks out. So bear with me, but that's a very good question, Magic. We'll do some research. Matter of fact, let's do some research right now. If I staked ETH now, is there a holding period? Newly staked ETH will undergo a bonding period of up to 20 days. Okay, that's from Kraken, though. Often it's less than a couple hours, depending on the network conditions before it starts earning ETH. Now, this article was probably written a long time ago. And, of course, it doesn't have the freaking date on it. Now, Kraken is under scrutiny for providing services that earn interest without properly registering. So I wouldn't take that at face value. This one's probably an old article. When was this written? Yeah, so a lot of this data and information is old. That's a good question. I'm going to test that out for you, Magic Lucky, and circle back, okay? Mad Electron says 7900 XTX still purring along on Caspa. Yes, 7900 XTX is still sitting in my main system as well and running very good. Also, yeah, all right, Magic Lucky just saying thanks. What's up, Taines? How you doing, buddy? Mad Electron, thank you for stopping by. Gandalf, always a pleasure. You guys are talking to each other. So Gandalf actually responded and provided good information. to Magic saying if you stake today and then say next week you want to unstake, you put in your withdrawal and it goes into a queue until your transaction is ready. Wait times vary. Yeah. Okay, so it's just like a normal transaction. That's what I said, but Gandalf Gray provided it even better than I did. Moving on, talking about Doge. Doge has risen from Wednesday's low of 8 cents up about 5.89% move after Twitter struck a deal with eToro. Twitter CEO Elon Musk has often touted the Dogecoin as one of his favorite cryptocurrencies, dedicating a segment to its appearance on Saturday Night Live in 2021. Twitter also briefly changed its logo on Dogecoin last week to spur on a rally that gains as much as 37% for some traders. Before today's rise, the popular meme coin had slumped 22% as the hype surrounding the Twitter logo change subsided. It is currently trading at nearly 9 cents after prominent crypto Twitter trader Tree of Alpha tweeted the macro thesis for Dogecoin. They say it's becoming increasingly harder to not accumulate Doge as those prices as it is fully retraced the logo change. Elon will integrate eToro trading on Twitter. Market is looking healthy. 420 is coming, and the market showed how low it was willing to go on it during the peak of the bear season, which is 6 cents. So a little bit of upside for the Dogecoin community. Speaking of which, drinking some Doge Lord coffee if you want to check that out. So yeah, eToro deal with Twitter. eToro to offer crypto trading directly to Twitter users. How is that going to work? How is that going to integrate? Like that's a weird one for me. Yeti says here we still up for that idea we're discussing. Yeah, once I get it, bud. Once I get it, you'll know about it, and we'll see what's up. Usually, most of my content's recorded and it's sitting stored, but I have to edit it and then get it up. So usually, you guys don't watch the videos till later. I try to get videos like day of because I know that's really what the YouTube algorithm wants and what the viewers, besides my live stream participants right now, really want is they want that trending, hyped up shit now. But I can't keep up with it, man. Not with my full-time job, family, and what I got to do. But I do keep content going. And matter of fact, I have a new piece of kit right here to the left of me that I created content on, or I'm working on creating content, but I probably won't be up till not last week of April while I'm on call, so we'll see. But so eToro, a social investment platform, is set to offer trading services of crypto and other assets directly to Twitter users via an arrangement with a social media company. The firm announced Thursday the feature will provide Twitter users searching for cash tags such as Tesla or BTC with real-time prices for cryptocurrency, stocks, and other assets, and direct them to the eToro platform to invest them. The partnership is global so that Twitter users around the world will be able to access this cash tag feature, a spokesperson from eToro told CoinDesk. That's actually pretty interesting and nice to have. I would like to see that. So while Twitter users search for a cash tag symbol currently, see live price charts for a limited range of financial assets, the partnership with eToro will hugely expand that list to over 40 million searches. Wow. Okay. Tesla, Bitcoin, Spider, or S&P 500, ETF, like all kinds of good stuff. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And obviously there was a comment here from Chris Ridley, saying that we are pleased to partner with eToro to provide Twitter users with additional market insights and greater access to investment capabilities. Twitter will continue to invest in growing the Fin Twitter instead of FinTech community. So I'm interested in it. You may not be, but there you go. Our link is in the description. And it's just more information here, right? So the partnership, basically, it's a rare deal for Twitter since Elon Musk took the reins on the CEO after buying the platform for $44 billion, talking about Twitter. But, you know, Elon's trying to, I don't know, man, I guess increase his market share and show that he's the big guy on this block, I guess. I don't know. Social media drives me up the wall. There's a lot more negativity on it than there is positivity. I try to stay positive, but you know, people would take to social media a lot faster to complain about something than they would to promote positivity or to praise somebody, which is quite unfortunate. We're streaming through these topics here today, guys, at 11:30. It's already almost 11:30 a.m. and we're just cruising through. I'm going to close the poll here. Looks like we only got 24 votes out of 39 watching, guys. Please smash that like button. And we'll see how things go. By the way, tell a family member, tell a friend, tell your mom. We're going to be doing a giveaway upcoming here soon. I do need to get some things aligned and in place. I will do what I can. I can't do like a Red Panda Mining where I give away ASICs and shit, but I would do what I can to try to get you guys some good stuff for a giveaway. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet. We might call it the road to 25K because I've been stuck at this 23K wall, like a resistance for like Bitcoin almost. For quite a long time, but I am going to be doing a giveaway in the future, possibly giving away some hardware. We'll see. Giving away some hardware, maybe some licenses to some stuff. But yeah, tell a family member, tell a friend, and let's move on. So the U.S. cracked 3.4 billion crypto heists, and Bitcoin was never. I don't know why people think that Bitcoin's anonymous, but yeah, the U.S. cracked a $3.4 billion crypto heist. And Bitcoin anonymity, anonymity. Oh my goodness, I can't say it. Anonymity. Jeez Louise. All right. Anyways, yeah, man. So that's a lot of money, right? And some of these addresses were used for Silk Road things that people did back in the day. But you live and you learn. But yeah. U.S. government seems to be growing as one of the top Bitcoin hodlers out there, or holders out there. So we'll see how things pan out in the long run. But I just thought that was interesting. If you're a subscriber to the Wall Street Journal, you can read that, but I'm not going to bother. SEC Advisory Group backs Gensler's crypto efforts, but ask, how about some guidance, man? Which is what we've been screaming about for quite the longest time, unfortunately, and we're not getting much on anything. I think somebody tagged me in a live chat, but I didn't see my name pop up, or at least as far as the @ symbol. So let me read this, and then I'll get to your question. Yeah, Yeti. Plead the fifth. FIF, right? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, SEC Advisory Group backs Gensler's crypto efforts, but asks for an industry guidance, right? The SEC chair got further reinforcement for his quest to force crypto firms to conform to existing securities laws when his agency's investor advisory committee backed him up on almost every aspect of his campaign except one. The committee requests that the SEC actually provide formal industry guidance. Thank you. Like, how are you going to punish the exchanges and the various people that you said 2 years ago were good to go, above board, everything's looking great, and then slap them with a fine without telling them what they did wrong? It's just like you got a new pup. How does he know that? How are they supposed to know that they're not supposed to poop in the house unless you teach them not to poop in the house? Right? Not saying that the exchanges, CEOs, CTOs, CFOs, whatever, are dogs or pups, and they will poop in your house. I don't know, maybe some of them will. But you got to set clear precedents, and there's no clear precedents, and that's what the industry is waiting on. I heavily believe that if we got this guidance, this clarity, that the market recent pump up would have been much higher. We could have easily gone to 35, 38K had there been clarity. There's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines waiting for that clarity. So it's good that his own advisory board is saying, yo, we agree, but you got to come up with the rules, Holmes. You got to come up with the rules. And then you got to make sure and have certain departments that work with various financial firms, exchanges, centralized, decentralized, whatever, to make sure that everything's above board, everything's on track, compliance, all that good stuff. You got to provide that service. So anyways, the committee, a group of people from traditional finance, academia, and consumer advocacy groups, said Gensler letters dated last week that included a silver agreement with the years of requests from cryptocurrency businesses that the SEC give them some official word on how to meet the regulators' expectations. The SEC should consider issuing requests for comment regarding areas where the additional guidance is needed related to the application of the federal securities law to the crypto asset. According to the letter, the SEC can then use this input to craft additional guidance or propose rules to address issues identified. Gensler has repeatedly stated there is no need to treat crypto firms any differently than financial business, and long-standing securities laws are ample for regulating the fledgling industry. He revealed no outward interest in issuing guidance or working on tailored rules for digital assets. That's bullsh. That's bull, man. However, the advisory group, led by Chair Christopher of Launchpad Venture Group and Vice Chair Leslie Van Buskirk, the advisory of Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions Security Division, backed him on almost everything, including the virtually all, if not all, crypto tokens are securities. And that they, as well as other platforms and custodians dealing with them, are subject to the regulation under the federal securities law. Industry representatives have argued most cryptocurrencies are not security as defined under U.S. law. There you go. We think it's very unfortunate and disturbing that there is a legislative proposal that to carve crypto assets out of the federal securities law and undermine investor protection. It said, suggesting the SEC should oppose such congressional efforts. The committee also advised the agency to aggressively continue to assert the authority over crypto assets. So the CFTC is who I would like to be the main advisory board over crypto assets, determining what's a security, what's not a security, commodity, blah, blah, blah. The CFTC is who I like. The SEC, I don't like. There are some people in the SEC, the third person down. So Janet Yellen, Gary Gensler, the third person down, I forgot her name. If she was in charge, I'd be all for the SEC, right? But I don't agree with applying the same blanket rules to the crypto assets or crypto industry that the traditional finance goes under. I think that's a load of crap. However, we'll see how things work out. Again, I always urge people to be involved in their local politics, whether it's town, city, county, state, whatever. Be engaged with it. We'll see how things go. U.S. SEC sees decentralized crypto platforms as exchanges, seeks public input. Now, I am not sure about seeks public input, right? Because SEC, Gary Gensler, doesn't care about our damn input. But I'm trying to see if they are, like, where can I go put my information? Where can I go, like, click a form and provide him my input? Because I don't see one. They want to say our existing rules work. All you need to do is fit within them, but they don't say in many ways. And I think another thing is that the agency is grappling with. Yeah, but where? So, okay. When you say public input, do you mean like the rich and famous, the one percenters? Or do you mean like public as in like the blue collar working individual? Or white collar, whatever you want to call it. The person that helped keep America running. Not the people that spend a bunch of money that they don't have. I don't know. I don't see anywhere to where we can be involved in this discussion. Says it wants public input, but I don't see anything. Your opening doubles down on the initial proposal, blah, blah, blah. While the crypto industry has urged the SEC to provide regulatory clarity, Friday move provided very few answers and likely raised additional ones for the sector, said Nicholas, partner of Godwin, blah, blah, blah. I want to know, man. I want to know. I guess there was something that happened. SEC voted 3-2 to take additional comments from the public after crypto firms criticized the plan as vague and aimed at roping in decentralized finance firms, also known as DeFi platforms, and would otherwise not be subject to regulatory oversight. DeFi platforms allow users, we know about that. The plan first proposed in January 2022 that would expand the definition of exchange to include platforms that use communication smart contracts, such as requests for quote systems. The change, if adopted, is expected to capture many more revenues for regulation beyond traditional exchanges that bring together orders from multiple buyers and sellers in the marketplace. The proposal was aimed at the treasury markets and markets for other government securities. Yeah, okay. This doesn't help me. So there was a public setting, but obviously I couldn't be there. I'm hoping some people have. So anyways, let's end the poll here. We got 30 votes, and where did the poll go? All right, there we go. So when ETH unlocked happened, I asked, did you stake more ETH, or did you hodl, or did you withdraw if eligible? 46% hodled, 23% took profits, and 16% said yes, that they staked more. 13% withdrew. Now, I did take profits, okay? I did take profits, and you're going to see it. I needed a new laptop. The Acer Predator was starting to not be able to hang. 6-core, 12 threads, perfectly capable device. You'll see some videos in the future. I will be selling this if anybody's interested. 1660 Ti. But for my day-to-day, my normal work load, plus editing and coding, VMs, sysadmin stuff, network admin stuff, like I needed to upgrade. So some ETH sold, covered the cost. It's okay to take profits, y'all. It's okay to take profits. Do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed at taking profits. So, content to follow in the future. But let's move on with the rest of our stories. Gandalf Gray says, well, BTC is anonymous. If you use P2P, it's only not anonymous because we have KYC exchanges. Correct. If I sent Bitcoin directly to Gandalf Gray, it would be anonymous. Well, yes and no. There's a way to crack that too. Anyways, Gandalf Gray, I don't think we will have any progress on regulation until we get a party change in the White House, which should come just in time for BTC post hat. Yeah, we're gonna have another Bitcoin happening. What is it for the laptop? Rudd, I haven't confirmed about the laptop. I will circle back because I'm creating content. I'm still trying to, like, remember, this is the one that I modified, right? This is the one that I made. This is a really good laptop. No liquid metal. We did do liquid metal testing, but we know copper and liquid metal don't go together, especially aluminum. However, the biggest thing for this guy is the surface area of the heatsink. It can only do so much, so liquid metal was not the right answer. It has cryonaut in it, has good thermal pads. It will never it will still thermally hit the wall because all Intels do. But this, compared to stock, runs really well. Can play your favorite games. But it's a GTX 1660 Ti in modern games is not gonna hang. Now I don't just game, but just like for the other day, I was encoding a 14-minute video. I spent 45 minutes on it, and all of a sudden, Premiere Pro locked up, and I lost all that time. So I was doing work the other day. I got multiple Google tabs opened up. I was in the virtual machine environment. I was SSH or puttied into a various server. I was doing all my stuff, and the machine locked up. So I just made a decision, and I was I'm gonna take profits. I'm gonna use this run up, right? Ethereum's up $2,100. I'm gonna take some profits, and I'm gonna get myself a new laptop. This guy, I don't know what I'm gonna sell it for, but if you're interested in it, stay tuned. You know where to find me. We got Discord, we got Twitter, and there's a private Discord that I have, but it seems that everybody else wants to hang out in other Discords, which I don't blame you. But you can certainly join the channel and jump in the Discord if you want to. Otherwise, you know where to find me. I'm on Red Pandas. I'm in Brandon Coins. I'm in pretty much all the various Discords out there. My name's a little bit hard to find, but there's a reason for that. Anyways, crypto exchange BitTrue suffers a 23 million hack due to hot wallet exploit. This is quite unfortunate that we continue to see more hacks and more stuff like that. Matter of fact, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick. CoinMarketCap. And let's go to, where's exchanges? Exchanges. Where are you at, exchanges? Exchanges. BitTrue. Let's just search true. All right, so BitTrue's 21 is number 21 out of all exchanges. That's not really that good. It doesn't have a good liquidity score or spot exchange score, whatever you want to call it. So 1.4 billion in trading. I'm sure it's got different pairs. Yeah, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm not sure. So the exchange, nonetheless, suffered a hack where it lost $23 million. The attackers were able to withdraw assets worth approximately 23 million in USD, ETH, Quant, Gala, SHIB, Hot, Matic, so on and so forth. And I'm sure they're working to, obviously do what they can. But it's quite unfortunate. Hacks happen all the time. Wouldn't surprise me if Yeti Lazarus was behind this one. It's what the whispers in the streets are. But I could be wrong. So the firm expects to reopen withdrawals April 18th, 2023. Announcing news, BitTrue said it had temporarily suspended, BitTrue would temporarily suspend, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so the first 3 months of 2022, crypto exchange hacks accounted for 3% of all crypto stolen, when 97% was taken from DeFi protocols. And smart contract exploits can be very lucrative if you know what you're doing. New product comes out, they're rushing through it, they're trying to get it up and running as fast as possible. They leave some openings, some doors open by accident, and somebody exploits it. That's a lot of money, and because it's on a DeFi platform, that's very hard to stop once it's started. All right, so let's see here. All right, you guys are talking to each other. Rud Put says, and the new one, what's for that laptop? But we're going to talk about it. You're going to see some content on it, Rud. Quit trying to get me to spill the beans now, man. You just have to get subscribed and watch the channel, which you are, but I'm trying to entice other people, okay? Work with me here. Come on. Trade Ogre is rated really low on a Coinbase chart. You didn't scroll down enough to see it's 2.5, I think. What, Trade Ogre? Does anybody use Trade Ogre? I use Trade Ogre. Stex. But I do it really quick, right? Because you can't trust those platforms. So Trade Ogre, yeah, 3.1, 154. But the problem is the exchanges that are more stable don't have all the assets we want that we want to sell our cryptocurrency for, right? So it's kind of a catch-22. Either I use some no-name exchange because I want to get the funds transition. I want to take profits, whatever it might be. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. We got the RTX 4070 released this past week. It was a lackluster performance. Not too many people were happy with it. It's quite unfortunate. It's still around $600. If we go to Newegg right now, Newegg, we can find it. It will be anywhere from 600 to 650, 680. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on this. Now, unfortunately, this is 12 gigabytes, which is good. That's going to be like the new minimum for gaming in the future. But the new laptop that you see here also has a 4070. Now, we all know that the laptop variants are not the same as the desktop variants at all. So I knew that going in. I'm not saying I bought it because it had a 4070. I bought it because the next thing up and the next best laptop was 3,400 or above, 3,600 or above. And it had an RTX 4080, but the Ryzen CPU that I really wanted with the 4080 was $5,000-$6,000. I was like, what the hell? You could probably find a 4080 and the Ryzen 7945HX for about 3,800, but that was well outside of my budget. I was able to get the new laptop for $1,800. It was a little sale that happened. Right now it's around 22. I didn't want the 4060, even though the 4060 is not even out for desktop part. But we all know again that the laptop variant kind of is not the same and will underperform. So basically a 4080 laptop would kind of run like a little bit above a 47, maybe around a little bit below a 4070 Ti desktop, a 4080 laptop. It really just depends on the TDP. And you can see here the desktop variant of the 4070 is 200 watts. The biggest handicap for this thing is obviously the CUDA core is being trimmed up quite a bit. The tensor cores, the ROPs, the base and boost clock, they're all right. But the memory bus, 192-bit bus instead of 256 or 384 or anything like that. So this 3070 for $600 is not really worth it. It might be worth it to some people, right? But I don't think that the 4070, the 4060, or even the TI variants of these two should be this high in price. But Nvidia is taking advantage of the market conditions that we're still in, and so they're being greedy and they're able to sell for a lot higher. And that's unfortunately the type of world we're in now. So I suspect that we're going to continue to see this type of pricing. And Paul's Hardware did a really great job of kind of showing the difference. 10-year gen-on-gen performance comparison where we have the price. The GTX 970 in 2014 was $330, but it was 21% faster than the GTX 780 that sold for $650 in 2013. Now, will we get, next year, maybe prices kind of level off, become a little bit better? I don't know. I don't think Nvidia will do that, even though we're downsizing, like we're on 4 nanometer or whatever like that. That has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. The cost of the components, even if you're reducing the size of it, goes up, especially during this increased demand. And working with TSMC and various Samsung manufacturers, stuff like that, these components still cost a lot of money. However, I do not think, even with the cost, the 4070 should still be more like a $350, $400 card at the most. But Nvidia is being greedy. Retro Mike with a $20 donation. Appreciate you, man. Really, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping in. So Gandalf, Greg, gotta go head to the memorial service. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. I'll send you a picture of my newest ASIC setup. Please do, Gandalf. I appreciate you. All right, so in 2016, the GTX 1070 sold for $380, and it was 29% faster than the GTX 980 that was sold in 2014 at $550. The 2070, RTX 2070 in 2018 was $500 and was 60% faster than the GTX 1080 that was sold in 2016 for $600, so $100 cheaper. And the RTX 3070 in 2020 sold for around $500, which is still around $500, was 26% faster than the RTX 2080 that sold for $700 in 2018. So it seems like Nvidia is trying to do this progressive climb up and get us used to these prices, so that way, we spend $2,000 for the top model, or we spend $600-$700 for the mid-range, and we spend $300-$400 for the low end. It's quite unfortunate, but there's all kinds of different RTX 4070 reviews out there. I'm not happy with it. I'm disappointed, not only in the gaming aspect, but the mining aspect. And again, while laptop variants are not the same as the desktop variants, Nvidia should be ashamed of themselves because they continue to do that. Now, I may be an informed buyer or consumer that knows the difference between a 4070 laptop and a 4070 desktop. However, back in the day, they used to have the 850M or the 970M or the whatever M, right? It signified this is a mobile chip. They stopped doing that. And so some people might go to Best Buy or whatever and assume, hey, look, I'm going to get a 4070 performance. No, man. No. Right? The top TDP of this particular model, 4070, I think tops out at 140, maybe 150. And the laptop is the Asus ROG Strix G16. It's the 2023 model, so it's a newer model. Again, if I wanted to step up in performance, I would almost have to spend $1,200 to $2,200 more than what I already spent, and I just couldn't do that. It's definitely not worth it in my opinion, and you can see some of the specs, but I did test out some various algorithms. Again, the 4070 is not going to perform the same. Matter of fact, if we go look at Caspa here, we were able to get 610 mega hash at 90 watts on LOL miner. Various other miners might perform a little bit better. I did no tuning whatsoever. I wasn't trying to do any tuning because I don't recommend mining on a laptop long term. However, if we go over back to YouTube and go look at my boy Dizzy Mining, which actually I could probably pull it up on Reddit. So with Dizzy Mining, we see here Caspa and Nexus hash rates. And let's go to the middle here. I think 9 something was what he was able to get it up to at the end of the day. Well, no, this is only saying 686. What's the power draw? 75 watts through one 8-pin, but then 12 through another, or 24 through the slot power. Yeah, so 100 watts. No, hashrate.no already has it. They already added it. Let's go to hashrate.no, GPUs, 4070, Caspa. Yeah, so basically 1 gigahash, right, at 106 watts. And I'm not sure. Again, Dizzy Mining probably could have done some tuning. I thought they did some tuning. No need to watch this. 4070 at 810. Okay, so he okay, I got it now. I got it now. Let's go back to videos. There it is. Did some tuning, put the memory clock up. We know we want to go down, but basically it's around 1 gigahash, sipping on about 100 watts of power, I want to say, maybe a little bit more, 120. Where's the power draw? We don't even see the power draw on this. 200 watts. So sitting at 200 watts. So 1 gigahash, 200 watts. That's stock settings. Obviously, with some fine tuning, you could do a lot more than that. And hashrate.no is saying around 1 gigahash, 106 watts, whereas the laptop variant is getting around 610 at 90 watts. So a little bit of some fine tuning. We could probably get up to 670, almost 700 mega hash, around 80 something watts. And so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But again, once you start hitting the thermal limitations of a laptop GPU, once the heatsink starts to absorb as much as it can, then you start bumping into issues and stuff like that. I do have this data online. It's not in the live chat because I'm going to do a completely separate video on the RTX 4070 mobile mining performance. But I'll leave it in the live chat for you guys to go check out if you want. Feel free to upvote it for me. And you know, I'll be doing a complete review, or I'll be doing one video on why the hell I upgraded, which I explained some of that in this live stream. So please still watch, or at least like the video when it comes out, because you already know some of the information. And then one video talking about the performance of it, going from this old guy to that. I know it's not apples to apples, but I wanted to see the performance difference between 2019 and 2023. And then probably another video about the mining performance. So not the most awesome TikTok craze topics to talk about, but I'm going to continue to put out content that I want to put out. And if you enjoy it, hit the like button. If you don't enjoy it, feel free to comment. Leave me a little bit of notes, some constructive criticism, and we'll make some adjustments as we see fit. But I got to do all this in the meantime, to try to take care of my family, provide for them, and do what I need to as the man of this house. But that is pretty much it for this live stream. I do not have much else to talk about. So if you have any questions, please do so, because we're waiting for Red Panda Mining to come on here any second. I got to check my work real quick. And Hexacorn says gaming laptops are crap. Gaming laptops are crap, but when you're on the go, right? Trade show, like when I went down to Miami, I was creating content. How am I supposed to edit? Edit when I get back home in Jacksonville, 4.5 hours away? No, I could get on my laptop, connect my external drive, my micro SD cards, extract the content, edit away. Boom. You know, the same hardware that you would use for gaming can be very good at editing, and videos won't take as long to encode, which you will see in my performance comparison between the Predator Helios 300 and the Asus G16. So I do need a laptop for me and my person. I have 3 laptops now. I have the Acer Predator, which again will be sold in the future if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I will sell it on eBay. My work laptop, work issued Windows Surface laptop, and then I have the new laptop. The work laptop is for specific use cases on a secure net or secure line. And these laptops are for my day-to-day. I could do work with it, both my full-time job and side gig. But I can also do light gaming, nothing crazy. The 4070 in this only comes with 8 gigabytes of memory. Whereas obviously the desktop variant comes with 12 gigabytes. So that's a little bit unfortunate. There are some pros and cons to this new laptop. Will I keep it? I plan to right now, but if there's something that really sticks out, I may wind up returning it and then just having to eat the cost and get a different one or step up to the next level. So we're still waiting here for Red Panda Mining. Everybody has their thoughts about laptop stuff like that. I love a desktop. I got a 7900 XTX. It's my main workhorse. I got a NAS. I got a bunch of devices that I utilize on a day-to-day space. But a laptop is awesome to have for portability, use cases, and stuff like that. So let's see here. I'm going to smash the like button on Red Panda's video. I don't think we have any questions left. Curious to the video of that new laptop. Need to look at. Well, you will see it in the future. So the Surface laptops for works are actually pretty good. I like the Surface laptop. It's very easy to use, touchscreen, gets the job done. I really do like it. So let's see here. Monetization, customization. We're going to redirect all to... There it is. All right, save. All right, so I'm going to just wrap up. Today's video stream was brought to you by jinglemind.com. It's a positive week. However, don't get too hyped. Don't let your enthusiasm overcome your judgment. Keep your head down. Keep stacking them sats. Keep hashing away, mining, whatever you're doing, and I wish you the best of luck. Take care of your bills always first. Don't go spending it all at a strip club and then not have anything to pay your mortgage or car note. And do right by others, man. Be nice to one another. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Please do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out some of the links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here, like the jinglemind.com, which is a sponsor of the channel. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.
Introducing the Octominer Octotank 12 Home Immersion Cooling System, the future of cryptocurrency mining and home heating. Quiet, cool, and efficient. The Octotank 12 allows you to overclock your ASIC miners up to 70% to get more performance for your money. Compatible with up to 2 ASICs. Fully plug-and-play system. The immersion system ensures that your miners stay cool. Perfect for garage or basement heating. Up to 150 square meters of heating capacity. Clean and minimalist design. Fully weatherproof. Designed to last for years. Save money while keeping your home warm and cozy this winter. Order yours now.
As a crypto miner, you know you want your equipment to be high quality. Proper cable management is part of your mining rig, and the Veteran Miner has you covered. The Veteran Miner cables are created with the best materials to ensure they are of the highest quality. Our cables are made of 16-gauge tin copper, ensuring another layer of protection from oxidation and corrosion. We support our products with a 100% guarantee. Visit our website at www.theveteranminer.com and get the best cables for your mining setup.